Welcome to the Business Behind the Scene podcast with Francesca Moi, where we talk all about real business problems, real solutions, and getting actual results in your business. Hello, and welcome to episode number 162 of Business Behind the Scene. How are you today? I wanted to reach out to you guys, give a little bit of an update. We have so many amazing plans for 2023. It's the beginning of the year. We do all the things, we plan all the things, we look at the calendar, we change and tweak things around. It's just so good, so exciting. And it's just like a brand new Canva. I used to not like that. When I got to my first $1 million business, and I was like, oh no, now we're back to January. I just need to do another whole million again. And I was getting overwhelmed and scared and frustrated. And then, so now I choose to think, oh my gosh, brand new Canva. I get to do 2 million or 5 million this year because it's so brand new. Like, who knows what's going to happen? So anyway, today podcast, I wanted to share with you guys the reason why your business is not making money consistently are probably these 5 steps that I wanted to share with you. And I was telling one of my clients, I was doing a call with them, and I was like, okay, let's have a look what's happening in your business. And I only work with exclusive people at the moment. I have one availability to work with someone. I charge $15,000 for 3 months, and people work with me. They're $5,000 a month, and we get to map out all the business. We get to see what they worked, what's working, what's not working, and it's just been amazing to be able to see that sometimes it's as simple as mapping those 5 things out. So I wanted to share them with you guys and see if you can work it out on your own. That will be amazing. So number 1 is like, we have an offer that is like not resistible. So whatever got you here is not going to get you there. So sometimes as coaches, we come up with things like, oh, people just, I just offer 6-week coaching with me. And it's like, but what does that mean? Like when your business is small enough to get to 100K, you don't really need to specify what results you're going to get. People fall in love with you, they want to work with you, they'll pay you, they work with you, you make your 100K in a year, you're good. But if you wanted to move from 100K to 200 or 300, 500 or 1 million even, we need to start to make our offer irresistible. And to make that offer irresistible, we need to really first and foremost understand what our clients want, and then really understand what are the results that we want, and we want to speak to that result. We want to make sure that the offer is highlighting exactly what is that those people want, right? What is it they're going to get? What is that, they're not going to get anywhere else. And this is something that a lot of us as business owners, we forget to do because we know our business so much inside out that it's like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Like it's easy. It's this, it's that. Instead, we want to make this offer so irresistible that people cannot say, like they cannot say no. Like it's impossible. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, what am I crazy? Like I can't say no to this. I need to find a way. I truly need to find a way. It's impossible, right? And this is what we've done with our academy. Like at the moment, we have so many people joining because in the last 6 months, I revisit what this academy is about and make it in a way that is so irresistible that people are like, I cannot say no. Like this is crazy. Like literally, I had someone signing up on the 31st of December at like 10 p.m. going like, I can't miss out on this offer. This is crazy. I'm gonna do it. And so I wanted to remind you, if people are not jumping out of the skin to join your program, it's probably because your offer is not resistible enough. So you need to really work out what will make your offer irresistible. That is like a no-brainer. That is like, oh my gosh, why would I say no to this? I have to do it. I have to say yes. Number 2, and just know that again, I don't want you to think that making offer irresistible is only about money. It's not about making it cheap enough, making like not expensive. That is not the point at all. It's about the value that you're going to offer in exchange of obviously the money. Number 2 is that you're probably selling to the wrong people. So if your offer is okay and is right, then we probably have the wrong people that you are jumping on a call with, or the wrong people that you're talking to, right? So we need to make sure that when you're selling to the right people. So again, your offer is matching with the people that you're talking to. So we need to make sure, and this is where sometimes when you listen things like that, people like make it so vague and so complicated. It's so much easier than what you actually think. So you need to sell to the right people. But what that means, it doesn't mean that your audience needs to necessarily be all of the right people. Your audience needs to be wide enough that the right people will find you. together with the wrong people. Now, it's your point of having an offer so irresistible that the right people will say yes to that. Now, let me make an example here. When I say this, people like try to go out there to the public and sell a high ticket item to people that don't know them. And this is not what I mean by high ticket, like a irresistible offer. A resistible offer is to make sure that you tell people, hey, if you come to this free class, these are the things that you're going to get for free. Or if you come to this like $197 program, this is what you're going to get. Like, you're going to come up with something that is small enough for people to want to say yes. And then once they say yes, then you can offer your other irresistible offer. So when we're talking about the irresistible offer, it shouldn't be just one, it should be two. You should have one in the middle of the funnel and one at the bottom of the funnel. In the middle of the funnel is the one that is going to get people into the net, right? For people to say, yes, I want this, I need this, right? And it's going to be so easy, so simple. There's no roadblocks for them to do it. And then the next one will be once they get to know you, trial you, and probably you just already given them some results in advance. Then they're going to be like, oh my gosh, yeah, definitely, I'm all in, let's do it. Now, number three, that could be the mistake that you're making the moment that is getting you to not make enough money in your business consistently, is that you're probably not even putting enough offers out there. Like, people don't even know that you exist, or they don't even know that you have something on at the moment. And this is where it's vital, right? You might have an audience, you might be putting things out there on social media, but are you telling people, hey, this is the next step, hey, this is what you're going to be doing? And I see so many business owners missing and skipping that part of not making enough offers. Like, when I talk about offers, I mean, do you get people to actually either buying from you or say yes to a call with you? Are you actually making that step so that people are saying either yes or no? So how do you know that if you have or not have put enough offers out there? If you have collected enough no. Every week, every month, you should have a collection of no and celebrate those. The reason why you want to celebrate it, because that is telling me that you have done enough work, you have put enough offers out there, and so you have collected no's, which means you probably have also collected yeses. Even if you haven't collected yeses, I don't care. I'm happy that you have collected no, because if you have collected no, that means that you have put yourself out there enough and you have started to create that momentum that's going to get you closer to your goal. Number four is that you are making things about you on your social media and not about your audience. And so that your audience is like not resonating with you. They're like, okay, I get this is working for you, but what is that applying to me? How's that working for me? How's that going to be even relevant to me? I get it, this is it, but what about that? Right? So it's really important that when we're talking about to our audience, is like, what is the thing that they want to hear, and how are we going to say it? Because the other thing that we do as coaches is that we use the coach jargon. We talk language that our clients maybe are not understanding us yet. We need to make sure that we numb it down and we speak down to the language that we used to use when we didn't know what we know now. Instead, what we do as coaches is that we start to come up with all this like complicated language and jargon and things that people are like, I don't really get what you're talking about. I don't understand it. And it's not because your audience is not smart. Your audience is super smart. They just don't have the knowledge that you have now in this one area. This is why they come to you, right? So if we're talking in language that they don't get, how are they going to understand it? How are they going to do it? How are they going to make this happen? So it's super, super, super important, super vital that we put enough offers out there, but we don't make it about us, we make it about them, and we consistently talk their language. You gotta make sure that you talk the language of your audience, not talk the language that you and your peers, your other coaches understand, because that's not gonna be, it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna understand it. And number five is that you're hiding behind your business. So I hear that all the time. Oh, once I make my website perfect. Oh, once I create this course that I'm working on, that I've been working on for the last year. Or once I finish writing my book that I've been doing it for the last 2 years. Right? Once I do this, then I. That if you have any phrase that says once I blah, then I blah, that's when bam bam, you know that you are actually sabotaging yourself. Stop hiding behind the once I do this, then I will, because all you need to do is to show up. The only way, I was listening to an amazing podcast the other day, actually a book, it was an audiobook from Russell Brunson. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's literally saying what I say to my audience all the time. Like, I am so excited that this is what Russell also talks about. And he says, the only way for you to get better at something is for you to do it. So if you want to get better at a masterclass, don't wait until this masterclass is perfect. Just run one. And if it's bad, at least you learn something. And then the next one will be a little bit better. And then the next one will be a little bit better. And then eventually, if you do it every week for the last 52 weeks, you've done it 52 times, you're going to be a master at the masterclass. You're going to be amazing at teaching it and selling and doing all those things better than if you've never done it. So are you hiding behind making everything perfect and making everything like once all these things are done, then I will put myself out there and put enough offers? Are you waiting to put an offer out there because you don't know what to offer to put? You're trying to make this perfect and this and that. It's like, no way. Like, it's just not going to, it's not going to work. It's not going to work for yourself. It's not going to work for your audience. If you don't show up, people are not going to know about you. They're not going to be able to buy the offer that you have. So no matter if your offer is irresistible or not, if you're invisible, nobody's going to get to know you. And that's why I created the Invisible to Invincible book. I wrote that and we got so many copies. And the other day I was in America and I gave this copy to a beautiful lady that I met. And I love her to bits already. And we just click, when you click with someone. And we went for dinner in this amazing restaurant. It was so fancy. We went to this incredible restaurant that a friend of mine partially owns. And we get there, there's a valet parking, so we valet parked our car, and then we get inside and they're treating us like princesses, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so good. And we had the best dinner ever, and we were literally talking about business, and then at one point she goes, oh my god, your book. I'm like, what about my book? And she goes, oh my god, your book is just what I needed. Like, it just explains it so easily what have you done in your business to make it happen. And a lot of business owners, they complicated things, all these marketers, they tell you all these things that like nobody understands, and then here you are in this book to make it so simple. By the way, if you haven't got a copy of my book, get it, because I'm getting so many comments about how amazing is this book, and I'm so excited about it. So yeah, make sure that you go and grab yourself a copy of my Invisible to Invincible book. And this is literally what I explain, what it looks like when you're invisible and what it looks like when you're established, and so on. So it's priceless for people to understand and for you to understand. So if you're not showing up, if you're hiding, nobody's going to know you and nobody's going to buy. It's as simple as that. So I just wanted to be here and remind you that those 5 things are the things that you're going to look into if your money is not consistent in your business. If you have really high months and very low months, we need to have a look on how we can create a little bit more consistency so that you can stop stressing and wondering where the next client is coming from. What am I doing? What is this? What is that? You're going to be able to have so much more momentum in your business. All right, everybody, thank you so much for listening, and I look forward to see you in the next podcast. Again, if you love this, get yourself my book, get yourself into a call with me. If you are wondering, like, how do I find out about all these things, about your offer, about how to stop hiding, how to stop being invisible, then my academy is the place for you. It's a business academy. It's called Sold Out Business Academy, because we teach you how to be sold out without being burnt out. We're going to show you how to get fully booked with clients, one-on-one, one-to-many, in groups, programs, retreats, workshops, whatever it is when you want to run. We're going to teach you how to do it. We're going to teach you how to do it properly. And we're not going to muck around. We're going to teach you exactly what needs to be done so that you can get the results that you need in your business. I am so excited for 2023. It's going to be the year. All right, I'll talk soon. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. If you have enjoyed this podcast, then you're definitely going to love our Coaches 10K kit. I have created this specifically for you to show you how to get your first 10K. This is an incredible bundle that I created where you get unlimited access, like literally lifetime access to 2 of my main courses where I show you exactly how to get to your 10K a month. You're going to absolutely love this, but on top of this, there's also a sneak peek inside of my Sold Out Business Academy. 7 days where you get to really try out and watch all the things that you can and really get the gist of what we do inside of that Sold Out Business Academy. This is priceless. I am so excited to have you joining this. I mean, it's only $197 at the moment, so please make sure that you check the description and the show notes to see if this offer is still available. But you guys need to go and come and check it out. Check the description for the link and go and join our Coaches 10K kit. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.